Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Wildflower. This is Prabir Dash. I hope all of you are fine at your home. I am quite well in this pandemic situation. So dear guys, so today we are going to talk about a new poem in this class. As you know that in the previous classes I have talked about different poems. Okay, so many other poems I have discussed in my channel. So before starting today's topic, please subscribe my channel and follow it. Today's topic is the road not taken. You may have heard about the name of this poem. Okay, so today I am going to discuss and I am going to explain the poem fully. I hope you will understand it. The name of the poet is The Road Not Taken, and the author of this poem is Robert Frost. So, just I am going to give you some brief, a short description about the poet and about the poem. The Road Not Taken is the title of this poem, and the poet Robert Frost was an English poet. This poem is very interesting and it has two meanings. Okay, there is an inner meaning of this poem that we have to understand. Okay, so this poem was written in the year 1915. The poem is the poem was written in the name dedicated to his friend Edward Thomas. So before starting this explanation of this poem, I would like to recite this poem once, and after that I will explain it. Okay, so the road not taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller long I stood, and looked down was as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had owned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. I doubt it if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere, ages and ages hence, to roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the differences by Robert Frost. So here the poet of this poem once he was walking through a forest that was yellow wood, and then he observed a road which is diverged into two ways. One road parted into two way. So the whole meaning of this poem is depend on this diversion. Okay, so let's get started explaining of this poem. So two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Okay. Once the poet was walking down a road, and then there was a diversion. Okay. There were two different paths, and he had to choose one out of them. The poet says that as he was one person, as he was one person traveling, he could not travel both. It means he could travel only one way that was in front of him. Okay, he had to choose one out of these two roads. Yellow wood means a forest with leaves which are wearing out and they have turned in yellow in color. Actually, dear guys, as you know that when the leaves of the trees turn into yellow colors, obviously it is in autumn season. When the leaves are turned into yellow, so the poet was walking, was traveling in autumn season. Okay, the season autumn, it represents a world which is full of people. Inner meaning of this stanza, by this stanza the poet conveys it represents a world which is full of people, where people have been living for many years. They represent people who are older than the poet. Okay, the poet kept standing there and looked at the path very carefully. Here, and be one traveler long I stood, as he won only one person, so there poet standing a lot of time, so much time he was spending there, and he was taking decision, and looked down one as far as I could. As the poet could, he tried to see, observe the both ways on the diversion. Okay, so the poet kept standing there and looked at the path very carefully as far as he could see it. So why he was seeing, he was observing the both ways. Before taking the path, he wanted to know how it was, whether the path he would be chosen, it would be good or bad, whether it takes him to his destination or not. Was it suitable for him or no? He was able to see the path till from where it curved, after which it was covered with trees and was hidden, to where it bent in the undergrowth. It means the poet want to say he was able to see the path when he was observing the both ways. The poet was able to see the path till from where it curved. It curved means bent, after which it was covered with trees and was hidden. Okay, it happens in our life. Here is the inner meaning. It happens in our life also when we have choices. When we have choices, we have alternatives, but we have to choose only one out of them. Just like when we give some examination, like teachers jobs, any kind of jobs, there in the question paper you can get different multiple choice question. You cannot take the both all the options, but you have to choose only one option. Here the poet says that in our life there are, in any circumstances, you would face any kind of problem like two ways, so you have to gently think about it and choose only one that is give you, that is suitable for you. Okay, so the inner meaning of this last two lines of the first stanza, it happens in our life also when we have choices, we have alternatives, but we have to choose only one out of them. We take time to think about the pros and cons, whether it is suitable for us or not, and only then we take a decision on what path we should choose. Okay, now come to the second stanza of this poem. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. Then took the other as just as fair. As he completed thinking, the speaker, when he finished his thinking, after that he took a path as just as fair. The poet kept on looking at one path for a long time to check if it is the right path for him or not. And then he decided and started walking on another path because he felt that the both paths were equally good. When he decided to take only one path, both the one of them, okay, and he decided and he saw observed that the both paths are really very good, okay, equally good. He says just as fair, so he felt that both paths were equally good and started walking on one of them. He adds that maybe he felt that the path was better for him, so he chooses it as it had grass on it, which means that it was unused here, okay, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. The path which is full of grass and unwanted things, the poet chooses that grassy path because this path or this way is not used basically. It means that is it was unused. Not many people had walked on this path earlier, that is why this path was grassy. Though as for that, the passing there had owned them really about the same. So, and wanted where it means that it was not walked over by many people. After he walked on the path for some distance, he realized that both the paths had been worn out of the same way. Both the paths are similar and worn out. Worn out means old. Both the ways are very old and there is no differences between these two ways. Even in our life, we take any path or option, but all of them have the same benefits, disadvantage, problems, challenges, and many more things. We must face them. Whenever we achieved our goals, we are trying to uh, catch our goals, we are going to our ambitions. At that time, on our way, many circumstances come across, so we should face them, okay. We think that we are choosing a better option, but it is not that way, okay. Okay, come to the next stanza, that is third stanza, okay. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the fast for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Trodden means here trodden black. Trodden means walked over, okay. The poet says that both the paths were similar that morning when he started walking or when he started traveling. So at that time both paths were similar, okay. Both had leaves on them, on the ground, on the way or on the paths there were leaves, okay, and no one had stepped on them as they were still green in color. The path was full of grass and that was green in colors. It means nobody had walked over on it, okay. He decided that that day he would take one path and keep the other path for another day. So he decided that today I will choose this path and after that another day I will take that one, okay, another one. Although he knew that one way leads on to another way, okay, he knew that the both ways its destination is totally different, okay. Again the poet hoped that another day he will take the another path. So yet knowing how many leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back, okay. He knew It means the speaker, the poet, Robert Frost knew that he could not go back on the choice that he had made. He had already decided that he should go ahead on a particular way. So he knew that one. He knew that he could not go back on the choice that he had made, he had decided. Similarly, even in our life, once we choose an option, we must keep on moving ahead with that option, and we never get a chance to come back and take the other option that we had left earlier. So, in our essential life, whenever we choose or whenever we decided a particular way to go ahead, so after that we cannot come back. Why? The option that we have made or we have decided, we should go ahead towards that path, because if we quit that journey, so we come back many years, in many years back. Okay, so that option, and we never get a chance to come back and take the other option that we have left earlier. Okay, next, the last stanza of this poem. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, to roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the differences. Here shy means deep breath. Okay, hence means here in the future. Here his, I shall be telling this with a sigh. In future, the poet was talking about the future, what will be happened. Okay, in my future time, I will be telling, okay, this with a sigh, that I had chosen a wrong way or right way. There were two ways, I had to choose only one way to go ahead. Okay, two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the differences. He says that in the future he will take a deep breath and say that once upon a time he had reached such a point in life that there were two options. There were two options for him, and he travelled on that road which had been travelled upon by lesser number of people. That decision of his decided his future. Similarly, in future, when you grow up, then you will say that once upon a time when you were young, you had two options. The choice that you made you what you become of it. It's me. At that time, what option or your decision is a important thing that you have decided. So whenever you take decision, just think about it carefully, attentively, and after that decide on one thing. This is a very strong message for all the students and all the persons in the world, that you should be wise and be very careful while making choices out of the options, so that you have in your life, because your future depends on the choices that you make today. Today, if you will make a choice, so it gives you the result in future. So whenever you choose or you choose or you decide any kind of decision, so you should take it carefully. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood it very well. Is there any queries? Please text me. Okay, for today that's it, and come to the next class, and I will give you some more information about different kind of topics and different kind of poems I explain. Till then, take care and bye bye.